Hi there, squash fans. My name is Simon Parke, otherwise known as Parshi, SquashTV commentator and ex-pro squash player. And I've been asked to put together my top 10 favourite matches I've commentated on in the 7 years that I've been privileged to do this. I whittled it down to 25 or 30 in the last few weeks, and I've finally come to my top 10. The first one on the list, so in reverse order, number 10 is between two very famous squash players, one a Yorkshireman and one a Frenchman. James Willstrop against Gregory Gautier, the French general against the marksman. These two have been big rivals since junior days. I think the first time I saw them play was in the final of the British Junior Open, which Greg Gautier managed to win in 5, and was very impressed with both of them at that time. And now, as in 2016, which was the Manchester Grand Prix semi-final, it was 13-11 to the general, so still very tight between these two. But in this, coming up to this match, the general had won the last 5 matches, so it was an uphill battle for James Willstrop, as it is for everyone against the French general. But the marksman was in fantastic form, just so precise, as we're used to seeing from the Yorkshireman, and it was a vintage performance really from James Willstrop. So sit back and enjoy my number 10.
Huge respect for these guys. It's a good sign, isn't it, when you've got past greats that really do respect the modern game as it is.
Absolutely, it's great. It's always great to see in any sport when the past greats come back and thoroughly enjoy it, and it's great to get their opinions. So much knowledge. That is an unbelievable pickup. Unbelievable.
That's outrageous. You've got to see that again.
He got all those. Everything
How does he do it, Parke?
I don't know. No idea. Fantastic athleticism here from Gautier.
I mean, that's inch perfect from Willstrop. But Gautier, it's just, if he'd have he could hit a cross court from there and win the rally.
Absolutely.
You know, he should know better than that. But that's a good decision by Ralph Harenberg. Too good.
Great shot. Great shot. Knew exactly where he was.
Control of the middle. He always has that sixth sense of where his opponent is. Willstrop was off balance coming out of the corner. Sends him back into that.
Out.
That was out of court. Popping out from one of the panels there.
Game to Gautier.
So
Gautier lead. 2 games to
James
love.
Willstrop really does have a lot of work to do in this before they started the day's rally.
Just any buttons, just randomly.
Yeah. Well, he's got that chap sitting next to him. We'll have another glimpse.
He's very
I'm not sure who this chap is, but
yeah.
he was there before, really peering at Ralph. And that's, as we say, it's the only sport where, you, as a referee, you're sat amongst the spectators. And if I had somebody peering over my shoulder like that, that would start to distract me as well.
Oh, what a rally that was.
Oh, listen to that response, Parshi.
Unbelievable quality from Willstrop there. He was so in control, and that line and length in the first one. Great get from both players. Some incredible stuff here.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. You've got to remember, these guys are, 33 years of age. They are moving around the court. I mean, Willstrop moves differently to Gautier, obviously, but he's still getting balls back. Oh, my goodness me.
That was exquisite from Willstrop. Unbelievably low and tight. No pace on the ball whatsoever.
Needs to find his length and line, though, Gregory Gautier. It's just not good enough if he's going to put some pressure on James Willstrop. The marksman is quality from Willstrop. Presents for the Englishman. 5 match balls. And he's done it. The unforced error for Gregory Gautier. James Willstrop has battled through against Gregory Gautier. It's good to see these guys have been knocking 7 bells out of each other since they were very, very young. As young as 11, 12 years of age, and it's Willstrop's day today. 68-minute first semi-final, and James Willstrop coming back from 2 games to love down to win 3 games to 2.
So on to my next pick, which is the number 9 in my top 10 list, between another Yorkshireman, the Wolf, Nick Matthew, and the Maverick, Ramir Shaw. Now, this was my favourite matchup back in the day, especially in the late noughties, early teenies. Some of the World Championship finals and the Saudi Classic finals between these two were phenomenal. But I think this is the only match between Nick Matthew and Ramir Shaw that I actually commentated on. And it was the Swedish Open final, the Case Swedish Open final 2014, which I commentated in with Joey Barrington. And it was a fantastic match. The first game was 28 minutes, a really brutal first game, and such a contrast between the Wolf and the Maverick. Obviously the consistency of Nick Matthew and the flair and the skills like we've never seen before really from a squash player in Ramir Shaw. So sit back and enjoy my number 9 pick between Nick Matthew and Ramir Shaw.
Six, 2.
Certainly.
He did. He just picked up the pace even more, and as you said, it wasn't a great shot, but it's just harrying Nick Matthew, rushing him, still doing it. And if he can keep doing it, Nick Matthew is going to find it very hard to close this game out.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Wonderful.
Absolutely brilliant. And that's how quickly this very, very unusual man from Cairo can get back into a game.
7, 8.
Now within 1 point at 7-8, he's completely changed the dynamic.
12, 11.
So this is the first game ball opportunity for a short. Well, he's done it. Ramir Shaw has taken a very, very important first
13,
game
11,
here in this final of the Case Swedish Open.
1 game to love.
And what a first game it was. 28 minutes in duration, an absolute marathon in itself.
Wow, that's a wonderful. Oh no.
Oh no, that's no good. That's horrendous. Wow.
3, love.
Well, he hobbled straight away as soon as he started running for that
Oh wow.
volley.
That doesn't look good at all.
Wow, Joey.
Just oh, that is just completely and utterly ridiculous. How he was able to get some of these balls back, let alone this one on the replay to the back of the court. I will never know.
Well, he was actually grimacing at the end of that rally. Unsurprisingly,
Out.
I think.
Now
Down.
so the unforced error coming from Matthew. He's made a few in that
11,
fourth
6.
game.
Game to assure.
Made 5 unforced
games
errors. Hence the difference in the score pretty much.
He's going to just relax up now and go for it. That's a clever flick, but a wonderful dive. And
That was brilliant. That was brilliant from Matthew. It was superb. He
All
didn't
service,
let
please.
the dive of Shaw distract him at all. There's the flick,
In
sending him the
doubt.
wrong way. Brilliant recovery,
10-4.
but look at this. He keeps
Nice
his
ball.
calm, gets onto that backhand straight drop. It's going to be a stroke. That's brilliant from
Game to
Matthew. Absolutely
11-4.
superb
Match to Matthew.
performance there. There's the relief
11-13, 11-6,
of Matthew, the world
11-8,
number 1.
6-11,
Current world number 1.
11-4.
A 5-game thriller here in Sweden. And here's the winning point once again. So Matthew accurately into that front corner, rewarding himself with a stroke.
Okay, so we'll crack on through the list to my number 8, which I believe is the most recent of my picks, the 2019 Channel Vass St George's Hill Classic. And it was the final between Karim Abdul Gawad, the baby-faced assassin, against Mohamed AlShabaag, of course, the beast. Both of these players have been former world champions. Baby-faced assassin was 2016, and Mohamed AlShabaag the year later in 2017. Obviously, both of these players, for all you squash fans out there, know them so well. They're like ice and fire. The baby-faced assassin, his facial expressions never ever change, and well, Mohamed AlShabaag shows everything on that face, and there's a lot of passion out there. And both of them played their hearts out. They've been playing tremendously well all week, particularly Gawad, who'd been doing some crazy improvisations throughout the round, some almost cricket shots that were going off the leg into the nick, and well, obviously not off the leg, but off the racket and near the leg. Some tremendous skills, and Shebaggi was just fighting so hard, and this match was it didn't disappoint, this final. So enjoy Mohamed AlShabaag and Karim Abdul Gawad.
The thing about Gawad is he's gone 7 love down in this the first game, and he just doesn't panic, does he? He never panics. He stays. We always laugh about. He never changes his facial expression. But, oh wow!
Well, he's all over that. Cross court at your peril when you're playing Gawad from the front corners.
Especially onto that forehand.
Abdul Gawad as the master of disguise.
Wow. That is outrageous. We talk about James Willstrop with this shot, but that is perfect.
Thank goodness they did.
I was going to say I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Gawad for that. I'm sure he would have been brilliant at any sport that he would have taken up. That's a
what a shot.
finish.
Hand out 1-2.
Yeah, I bet he's outrageously good. It's a winning shot. It's the cross court picked off again by Gawad.
It's the reactions, the reading of the game, the anticipation, and then the winner. We have seen though in his career, not so much against Shebaggi, but against a lot of people. What a finish!
Great shot.
What a finish! There's the fist pump. That Gawad wins a lot of 5-setters when it goes the distance.
I think he's done it. I think he's done it.
Very impressive from Gawad. Unbelievable tournament.
Karim Abdul Gawad, he is the Channel Vass St George's Hill 2019 champion. It has taken a monumental effort, Parke.
Certainly has. It's taken a huge chunk out of both players. You can see them both hunched over. I think a little bit more out of, well, I was going to say Shebaggi, but Gawad's on his back there.
Well, it's a 91-minute thriller between these two players. 3-2, what a treat. They have left.
So this is number 7 of my top 10 list of the favourite matches I've ever commentated on. And this is between two absolute legends of the game, Mohamed AlShabaag, the Beast, and Nick Matthew, known as the Wolf. And this was the 2016 Qatar Classic semi-final between these two. The head-to-head was 11-8 to the Beast, so he just started to overtake. Obviously, there's that difference in their ages, respective ages. But this was an interesting one because the Wolf managed to take the first 2 games with some impeccable squash, and then it was a case of the Beast coming back and actually taking it in 5, and that must be, well, we know that's very, very rare against the Wolf. And there was a bit of controversy right at the very last hurdle as well with the referee, but if you haven't seen it, then I hope you enjoy it. Number 7, Nick Matthew versus Mohamed AlShabaag in the 2016 Qatar Classic semi-final.
Good tight work from Matthew. That's immaculate. Brilliant rally. What a rally. 3 shots there. Parke, the tight ball into the side wall, then this counter.
7-6.
Good shot selection straight. Oh, wow. It's like Matthew's gone out there, Parke, and since last night and done about 3 hours solo practice.
9.
Because the execution is...
Some great volleying here from
Look
Matthew.
at this.
So
Control.
tight on the backhand side.
So it's within 2 floorboards. The majority of the hitting from Matthew. Oh my goodness me, I don't think he's going to get a let ball here. Matthew celebrates. I don't think that's a let ball. It's a no let, and Matthew snarling away. Oh, he's got him. I thought he had him there. Shebaggi hanging on here. Oh wow, how's he getting these back?
Some great pickups. So tight from Matthew.
Oh, what an exchange! What an exchange!
Absolutely incredible there from
Amazing. How does he do it?
The tightness of drop shots was just getting better and better from both players here.
He's done it. AlShabaag has taken the 3rd game. Crowd go nuts.
For AlShabaag. Matthew leads 2 games to 1.
So AlShabaag leaps off court.
Game to AlShabaag.
Quickest game
2 games all.
we've had, just 7 minutes in duration. Shebaggi draws level. It's now 2 games all. It's well straightened. Oh, that's immaculate. That is immaculate. So Matthew responds to the early onslaught from the Beast.
5 all.
It's the best matchup, isn't it? The Beast v the Wolf. Still match ball, though, for Shebaggi.
He's getting some balls back here, Mohamed AlShabaag.
Decision AlShabaag. Video decision AlShabaag.
So we got a video decision. The drama, Shebaggi thinks it's a stroke.
It's difficult
What
to get
do
a
you
perception.
think,
My
Parke?
first thought is a let. Definitely not a. He wants a stroke, Mohamed AlShabaag.
So it is a stroke. It's been given as a stroke. It's been given as a stroke there. It's been given as a stroke.
3 games to 2.
It's horrendous when a match ends like that.
11,
That is
9,
horrendous.
11,
So
11, 9,
flat.
11, 4,
I
11, 9.
personally didn't think so, but neither did Simon Parke. Shebaggi points to his mind. So harsh when it ends like that. It's horrible. Completely kills it. Matthew, what a performance from Nick Matthew.
Okay, so we're up to number 6 in my top 10 list now, and it's between 2 Egyptians, Ali Farag and Tariq Momin. Now there's 5 years between the Viper, Tariq Momin, and Ali Farag at 30 and 25. But these two are looking like they're going to become real strong rivals. And this was the semi-final of the 2018 Canary Wharf Classic, which myself and Joey Barrington commentated on. And it was a classic. All of these matches you'll find have gone to 5 games, of course. And in this match, Ali Farag started a little bit slow by his standards, but gradually got into the match and I think ended up taking a lead. But look out for the 4th game. Both players were moving tremendously well. There was some insane pickups. But eventually it was the Viper that came out on top, just starting to show that he wasn't just a semi-finalist or runner-up, but starting to look like a major tournament winner. Enjoy.
Not the Mominator. 5 game balls.
Not out.
So an unbelievable first game from Tariq Momin. He's not really given Ali Farag a look in. Both guys seem to be fighting over who's going out the court first. 1-all, 3-all. No problem reading the wrong foot. Oh, goodness me,
Oh,
that was some
gosh.
hands. He talked about his short game finishing, the soft
And
hands,
out,
just
4-3.
rolling the racket face over, kind of like a top spin. Yeah, that was just a joy to watch. I was just saying. Turret moment, making that forehand volley work again.
Hand out, 5-all.
Levelling at 5-all in this fourth game. Farag with the 2-game-to-1 lead. Get the ball away from the tin. He read that one. Well, he didn't move, did he? No, he was kind of. It was a bit of
Hand out,
a guess, really.
7-10,
He was just,
game ball.
It was a guess. He committed to that. 8-10 game ball.
Thanks for clearing that up, Joey.
It's a pleasure. We managed to get enough on it there.
Wow, this is breathtaking.
Oh, well played, well played. The Viper
11-8.
responds quite brilliantly.
Match ball's down now for Ali Farag. Still looking very cool.
And he's done it! He's done it with an unbelievable
11-6.
backhand volley drop
Match to
that only
Melbourne.
Tarek
3
Momin can
games
play.
to 2. 11-5.
Terrific
6-11.
match. Tarek
8-11.
Momin is just
11-8.
maturing from event
11-6.
to event this year. He's hit the grand old age of 30 and he is playing like a wise old man. That's very, very quick.
Okay, so number 5 in my top 10 list, we're going to go to France, to the Nantes Classic. I have to say, one of the, if not the best tournament that I've ever attended. Wonderful crowds, as you squash fans will have seen if you've been there or seen it on SquashTV. You can really feel the atmosphere, and the French crowd also very knowledgeable, even though a lot of the people weren't coming from a squash background and from different towns. But this match was the Nantes Classic quite recently, 2019 semi-final between Joel Makin, the Welshman who's improved drastically in the last few years, and the local hero Gregoire Marsh, who'd won the tournament 3 times previously. Just seemed to raise his game 10 or 20% for this event, and it's wonderful to see. Obviously known as the acrobat against the Golden Tiger, and you had Gallic Flair against the hard-nosed, pragmatic Welshman in this match, and it was the Frenchman who started really, really well with the local crowd really backing him. But the Welsh Tiger coming through with so much fitness and concentration, and showing how much focus he's got in another wonderful 5-game match. There was some unbelievable pickups, especially from Marsh. There was shoe changes, there was problems with the referee at times, but it was another fantastic match. So number 5 on my list is the 2019 Nantes Classic semi-final, Gregoire Marsh against Joel Makin.
I don't know, I mean, you could be right, but he's just so fit, isn't he?
He is.
Oh,
what a shot. Goodness me, look at that touch. I mean, that really is Musketeer-esque. I mean, that was a joke for the touch. This ball is bouncing nearly over the back wall. Look how high he goes, and he takes it with that bit of extra dexterity. The racket face does so much work here. Look
Look at the follow-through. He's playing very accurately, Gregoire Marsh. That's something I'm impressed with this evening. He's not hitting many duff balls, and there's a great example.
brilliant.
What a winner that was.
Beautiful.
From high up, with the control it takes to play such a winner from there, above your head on the backhand side.
He's really on his tiptoes.
That was phenomenal. Phenomenal balance.
Continue, yeah.
It was a joke.
Hardly any chinks so far. That backhand, the backhand reverse angle into the tin, that was it.
Very much, it's still gleaming. He's still on his horse.
Still looking
stately.
Intentionally down the middle from Marsh, read by Makin.
Great squeeze. Parke using the word continually accuracy, and that's exactly what Gregoire Marsh has produced. Focus is superb. His accuracy levels, his basic ball control is quite wonderful. Hit and run mode. Had to use it there. Didn't get the height though. Now he's under pressure. And he stopped on that one. He stopped.
Yeah, Makin's in control now. It's clear to see.
You know, he didn't want to follow that. No. Did not want to follow that. Making another look at him.
Game ball.
He's looking at him all the time. He really is stalking his prey, Makin.
Yeah, and this is why we thought the best of 5 might help the higher seeds.
He's got him. He's got him. So Joel Makin.
Game 2, Makin.
Response, as Parke said, far too good a player to be going down 3-love, even with the level that Gregoire Marsh has been playing.
It's nice work from both players. Using the height, using the different paces. This is tough. This is really tough. Oh, should he have volleyed that?
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it, but that didn't look too good.
Hand out.
Slight wince from Marsh.
6-4.
Watch this. There it goes.
Yeah, he couldn't control his back leg, could he, for the whole match?
To give himself 3 match balls for a place in the final. And he's done it, Joel Makin.
11-7, match to Makin.
Much to the frustration of Gregoire Marsh in the crowd.
8-11.
There he is, the hard-nosed Welshman.
11-6, 11-7, 11-7.
He's hard-nosed, isn't he? You think there might be a little bit of a hug or something, but,
or a pat on the back.
Pat on the back, but no, waiting for the handshake. 96-minute marathon, a tremendous first semi-final. Joel Makin coming back from 2-0 down.
Okay, so we're on to number 4 now of my top 10 list, and we're moving to Egypt this time, the Alguna International of 2016, the final, and it's another big match involving Shebaggi and another comeback back involving Shebaggi, this time against Gregory Gautier, the durable Frenchman, you have to say, and known as the General, against the Beast. And also this was world number 1, Mohamed AlShabaag, attaining that role as world number 1 against the world champion Gregory Gautier, finally getting that title in 2016. It was on home turf, of course, for Mohamed AlShabaag, and there were no prisoners taken and no love lost between these two, particularly in this final. They were giving the referee all sorts of problems. It was getting quite niggly at times, but a wonderful start from the General, and another huge comeback for the Beast to sort out, which of course he did. But there was a lot of controversy at the end with one particular incident which you should look out for. But don't forget there's some wonderful squash in there as well leading up to that point. It was just another huge battle between two legends of the game. Enjoy.
That's an unbelievable finish. What a rally, though. What a rally.
Yeah,
a real
it was really
quality,
well thought out, wasn't
quality rally, yeah. Waiting patiently for the loose ball and the...
7-6.
There's the tap to his opponent after...
He loves that one. Still not able to break down Gregory Gautier. Shebaggi.
Oh, it's a terrific shot.
Oh, here we go, here he comes, he's arrived. Mohamed AlShabaag.
The Beast of Alexandria.
2-1.
Starts to wake up.
I do feel that Shebaggi should try and use a bit more of his explosivity and his power.
He's got the width, Gregory Gautier. He's got the inch-perfect width. And there's the celebration. It's completely quiet. There's not one clap. That's trademark Mohamed AlShabaag.
And out.
comes in
8-3.
with the big swing and drops the wrist. He's done it. Shebaggi's managed to take this into a fifth.
11-9. Game to AlShabaag. 2 games all.
So more squash.
It's tight work from both players on this backhand side. It's getting very tense now, Joey.
Oh,
wow.
that was invisible. It was invisible.
That was a piece of genius from the Frenchman.
And
Just a little nudge, as you mentioned earlier. Look at this.
6
Yeah,
all.
it's like a little top spin.
Well, I'm with Shebaggi on that one.
Well,
but
it's a lifeline for Gautier.
Yeah.
It's a lifeline for Gautier.
Wow.
This is it, Strike.
What's happened here?
I thought that when Gautier served this, Mohamed AlShabaag actually, when he served it, Mohamed AlShabaag actually wasn't ready. So this is the scenario. So he's not ready, Shebaggi. But I mean,
well, he is ready.
He is ready.
He said something though.
Point to 2.
He said something. You could see him speaking to Gautier.
What did he say then?
Well, it must have been not ready or something, because he said something as he played that shot very casually.
Championship
So Gautier is not happy with that.
Well, Mohamed AlShabaag, with that slightly controversial scenario, played an outrageous shot, and he has 2 championship balls here in El Gouna. Oh, Shebaggi's gone through. He's nailed another World Series title in his own backyard in El Gouna. Some brilliant squash between these guys. They're having another chat about what happened the point previously.
Championships to AlShabaag. 7-11, 9-11, 11-3.
So we're on to number 3 of my top 10 list, and it's the same 2 players as the last match, number 4, Mohamed AlShabaag, the Beast, against Gregory Gautier, the French general. This was when they were seeded 1 and 2 in the event. The general was the defending world champion, and Mohamed AlShabaag was world number 1. But he was a first-time finalist in this British Open. He'd won many other titles before, major titles, Mohamed AlShabaag, but not quite managed to pick up the British Open. He got through with some difficulties, had some problems with his adductor, Mohamed AlShabaag. By contrast, the French general came through without actually dropping a game all the way to the British Open final. That's an amazing achievement, and was looking in fine form. There was a few niggles as usual between these two, and the referee, Roy Gingell, having a few chats with the players. There was a huge rally that you must look out for at 1-1 in the 4th. Absolutely phenomenal, and possibly a bit of a game changer for the overall match. But as I say, problems for the Beast with his adductor, and I think it was in the days of when you could use mobile phones for coaching, and Jonah Barrington, I think, had a few words and said, "This is 10 minutes of your life. Just push through the pain, and this is a British Open final. It's something you've never won before. So give it your all," and that really worked for him. And the Beast showed his fighting qualities that we're used to, but the French general played his part. So sit back and enjoy the 2015 Allen British Open final between Mohamed AlShabaag and Gregory Gautier.
Just before that point, Shebaggi was bending his leg a little bit, and he just looked a little bit pensive, maybe slightly worried about the injury. And he came out with such an aggressive rally.
Well, there's the backhand, and there's the fist clench. He really cuts down on that ball. I mean, the ball is so bouncy. It's better. He's starting to actually work the ball. Oh, that's better for Gautier, isn't it?
It's interesting, most of the play for both players is coming on the backhand side, whether it's winners or errors. And here we see Gautier, that's wonderful.
He's using the pace of Shebaggi, and look at that for a response. That was, I hope that wasn't directed at Roy Ginger.
Well, I got a little bit scared there, Joey.
Well, it looked like well, he's gone the wrong way. He was going over to Shebaggi's corner in that state. Oh, that's clever. What a shot. Oh, look at that. That's unbelievable. It was like he was doing a major dance move there, Gautier.
Some serious Gallic aggression at the end of this point.
Unbelievable. Watch this. Throw everything at the Frenchman and just go through. If there is pain, just deal with it.
That's great reactions from Gautier.
Oh, there's a real challenge around the middle, but Shebaggi not able to get that over the tin.
Clever shot from Shebaggi down the middle intentionally, but Gautier was equal to it. He's showing how sharp he is.
And there's the unforced error. Gautier goes off the court. AlShabaag screaming yalla.
We want to keep the tension in this great sport, this great final here, the British Open.
Well, an hour and a half of high-octane squash in this final between these two. That is an unbelievable counter drop from AlShabaag. That was so short.
9-4.
The dexterity of a pretty decent tight shot from Gautier.
AlShabaagi's made history. He really has. He's just taken the most prestigious title on the PSA World Tour as he collapses on the ground. What a performance from this young Egyptian. It was a brutal battle, a real seesaw backwards and forwards.
So now we come to my number 2 in my top 10 list, and this is a true classic between two legends of the game. The 2014 Allen British Open semi-final, British Open again, and it was Nick Matthew, the Wolf, on his home turf in Yorkshire, of course, against Mohammed AlShabaag, the Beast. And in the first game, the Beast was absolutely flawless. There wasn't really a lot that Nick Matthew could do about it, but of course, as we know, he always does. He got back into the match, and there was a 33-minute second game. Everything was happening in that second. I think Nick Matthew actually was roaring in the face of the Beast, and then the favour was returned. And then as we got into the fourth game, there was a gut-wrenching rally, I think, at 7-6, which was absolutely phenomenal. Really need to take a look at that if you can. And then in the fifth, I think there was some argument, as you'd expect sometimes, between these two and the referee. 9-6 in the fifth, I think, regarding the pickup of Mohammed AlShabaag. You can rewatch that and decide for yourself. It's unusual, but in this match, myself and Joe Barrington predicted this wrong. We actually thought that Mohammed AlShabaag would get the win, but Nick Matthew, a veteran even in 2014, showed why he's known as the Wolf, and it was a classic. So enjoy 2014 British Open semi-final between Nick Matthew and Mohammed AlShabaag.
Nick Matthew's got to be careful here, because we know sport's all about momentum, isn't it? And this is where Shebaggi's going to make a bit of a charge now, I think.
Oh, he's got to.
Yeah.
And you can just sense it though, can't you?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. And you can see by his movements and his body language. Well, Nick Matthew thinks that's down, but it was a fabulous shot. A fabulous shot. You can see very clearly from here. A millimetre away.
Well, Matthew opens up. Look at that for reaction. Wow! Whoa! In
Nick
his face
Matthew,
as well.
Well, he nearly broke his foot here. That is ridiculous.
Player to
And
win
then-
by 2 points. Each player has 1 review.
This is a real treat, isn't it, Joey? Great position here in the commentary box. And look at this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's an absolute ripper of a rally. Gut-wrenching for AlShabaag. This is the first time in the whole tournament that Mohamed AlShabaag has been hit out physically. That was hard. Very, very hard.
Down.
He's done it, Matthew has done it.
11-7.
Matthew has taken this game
2 games all.
into a 5th. Oh, he's shut in. The rallies have been getting longer and longer. We're over 100 minutes now for this semi-final, and Nick Matthew snarls away.
Nick Matthew desperate to see this talented young Egyptian off.
Oh, what a rally! I am beside myself.
Superb! Superb. One
hand
match
out.
ball save.
Down.
Oh, he's done it! Nick Matthew has pulled it out the bag once
Game
again.
Matthew
His
wins.
book is called
3,
Sweating Blood.
2,
Nick Matthew has sweated
4, 11,
height loads of
12,
blood in this semi-final.
14, 12,
What a
11,
battle
3,
and a half.
11, 7,
They can smile now, or
11,
Matthew
7.
can certainly smile now. That is quite outrageous by Matthew. He looks very drawn. Wow. Matthew just being congratulated there by Omar El Borolossi, the Egyptian national coach. And there is a very happy wife who's been through the ringer. Pregnant lady watching that, that's no good. 102 minutes for what was quite an epic semi-final, a humdinger in Hull.
So we're finally there. We're up to my #1 match that I've commentated on in the last 7 years. We have Mohamed AlShabaag again. We have a British Open final again. But this time he's up against Miguel Angel Rodriguez, the Colombian cannonball. The first time that a South American player has even been in the final, let alone trying to actually win it. Mohamed AlShabaag, of course, by this point had won many titles in 2018 and previous to that, and was the 2015 British Open winner and had been runner-up on several occasions. So the experience was there for Shebaggi, even though he's obviously a younger player than Rodriguez. But Rodriguez has served his time. He's a real winner. He won a lot of tournaments at a younger age in South America and just gradually improved every year. And he's famous for his diving around the court, his athleticism. A wonderful player to watch. Obviously not quite as tall and perhaps powerful as some of the other players, but incredibly fit and well, he's one of the top 3, I think, quickest players on a squash court ever. And Rodriguez didn't disappoint. Everyone was picking Shebaggi, obviously, but Rodriguez played a wonderful match. He didn't give up for one moment. That's also what he's known for. And of course, Shebaggi didn't either, but he was struggling a little bit physically. Rodriguez took advantage of that, and I think he was on the floor a few times with a few dives and very entertaining, and a very popular winner in Hull that time. So my #1 match, Mohamed AlShabaag versus Miguel Angel Rodriguez. Enjoy.
I really would like to see Rodriguez test him in the first and extend it, which he's doing at the moment.
He is playing exactly the right game, Rodriguez. He's playing very sensible straight lines.
nice medium pace, sort of varying the pace.
If Rodriguez can win the first game, I think he's got a bit of a chance, you know.
Yeah.
But he needs to get that first game, which will instill even more belief in him.
I would love to see him do it. I mean, nothing against Shebaggi, but he has won a lot of titles. I think he's such a popular winner, Rodriguez.
This is an excellent rally for the Cannonball. And there, oh, wow. Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes!
Wow, get the crowd going. That lady can't believe it.
She nearly threw a drink over her husband.
I think she was saying, what happened?
Look at this dive recovery. He gets back up, and then the get here. Shebaggi cannot believe it.
Well, he didn't think it was going to go over the 10, did he? The second one. The dive here, look at this. How on earth did he get that back? And then the dexterity to play a reverse angle.
How does he do it?
Well, I think Mohamed AlShabaag is in a lot of pain. It's quite evident. The guts that he's showing is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. It's hurting.
He's made the error, Rodriguez. He's got to concentrate here. Because Shebaggi's in a world of pain, but he's also very, very clever. There's no doubting that he's running on fumes, Shebaggi, but he's going to make it quite evident on there. Oh, what an opportunity, the crowd. Oh, they haven't roared like that for a long time in this match. Rodriguez was way out of position. Shebaggi stuck the arm out and hit the tin. He's gone for the boast. So fearless Shebaggi at match championship ball down.
Oh, what a straighten from Rodriguez. Still moving so well, the Colombian. Doesn't seem to be any fatigue in his body.
Well, he's appealed that. He's given it. Rodriguez has done it! Rodriguez has done it! I can't believe it! He's made history! Here at the finish open, the Colombian Cannonball is going to be down in the history books. The first South American ever to win the British Open. Mohamed AlShabaag played an epic battle. I mean, the courage of Shebaggi, and look at this, it's fantastic from AlShabaag.
Sweet moments.
History has been made once again at the British Open, and it's going to Colombia.